What up, tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your magic card needs. It is not 5 a.m., so I can be a little bit more lively with this recording. We've got some more Arena Cube ahead of us. That is right. Tuesday of this upcoming week, so February 6th, 2024 is when we will get Murders at Karlov Manor released online, so you can expect some of that content in the near future. But for now, we're going to stick with the Arena Cube. Let's have some fun. Let's do something we haven't done lately. Maybe first pick Elishnorn, first pick Sorin. I'm a little bit tired of the white aggro decks, though. We could take, like, Avacyn's Pilgrim, pick one, pack one. Going to try to avoid blue if possible. I guess I've done mono green and stuff, or pretty close to mono green. I haven't done white black. It's just, I think the white tends to lean more aggressive, as you can see the other white cards in the pack, like Vampire and Bodyguard. I mean, we could try to do like Elishnorn ETB stuff, but actually, yeah, let's do that. Elishnorn's pretty good. Maybe we can find some ETB stuff to have fun with here. Okay, not really a card I want to take, although Felidar Retreat does work with Elishnorn, right? Landfall would trigger this twice. I mean, the very Kenji pick would be Gearhulk or Teferi here, but again, we're trying to do something different. Do I want a second pick Felidar Retreat? I tend to think Felidar Retreat wheels and is not very good anyways. I'm going to take the Thoughtseize here. Maybe I will end up in white-black after all, but at the very least, it's not an archetype I've drafted very frequently. Okay, Underdoggy, Woe Strider, Archpriest of Shadows can be pretty fun. Invasion of Gobakon I think is actually really, really good too. Again, this leans towards the more aggressive strategy, but I guess white-black in this format is probably more aggressive anyways, isn't it? So maybe I just take the Underdoggy as a good 2-drop here. Sarah Paragon's pretty nice. Oh, Lingering Souls for white-black. I mean, I don't even think Lingering Souls is a great cube card, but if I'm going white-black, it does make sense, right? Is Paragon just better, though? Feels like Paragon might just be better. Also, who's going to take Lingering Souls? We're probably going to end up wheeling it. Let's take the Paragon there. Into a couple of other nice choices. We could have the Savai Triumph just to take a nice black-white dual land. Fabled Passage, pretty safe. Knight of the Ebon Legion, solid. Kellen's okay. I don't think Extinction Event is where we want to be. Kind of lean towards taking the Knight of the Ebon Legion, but maybe Savai Triumph's safer. But now that I think about it, like, who else is going to be taking the black-white dual lands? You know? Seems like a color pairing that's probably not drafted very often, so I think I'll take the Knight. Because I am assuming I can get the other white-black lands, the better ones like Godless Shrine and Isolated Chapel or what have you. Concealed Courtyard later on. There's an Anguished Unmaking if we wanted to, or we could just take Thraben Inspector. I mean, this is just solid removal. But Inspector is a nice 1-drop. Although, that being said, there are a ton of other good 1-drops in white. I guess I'll just take the good removal spell here. Rankle's pretty good. Could maybe consider splashing Quintorius, but let's go with the Master of Pranks, I think. A lot of good value with Prankle and white-black decks. Speaking of the Concealed Courtyard, let's take that. I'm actually a pretty big fan of Sheoldred's Edict as well. This is a nice Edict effect. Gone are the days of Diabolic Edict. This one, pretty darn good. But yeah, let's take the safe land since it's not going to come back around. Easy Dauntless Bodyguard over Igonjo. That was the Sorin pack, right? So no Sorin on the wheel, which maybe not the best sign. Somebody took Sorin and could start taking white-black cards of their own, but I mean, this is just a good start. Like I said, this is, or like I always say, this is Cube. You can force anything and it's going to work out. It might not be as good as if you quote-unquote stayed open, drafted correctly, but in the end, like, you're going to end up with enough playables. I'm not super keen on Immortal Sun, though. If I don't end up with any Planeswalkers, I suppose it could be fine. This is one of those cards that's a little bit oddly positioned, I think. Oh, Strider's nice. Like, 6 mana, players can't activate a Planeswalker's loyalty abilities. Not all of your opponents are going to have Planeswalkers. The extra card draw is nice, but at 6 mana, I'd rather just have, like, Phyrexian Arena. The creature pump is, like, okay. I don't know. Overall, it's just, like, a little bit too awkward. My guess is I'm not going to end up playing it. That was a good pack 1, though. I mean, I don't have many double trigger effects with Elesh Norn, but even if you're just playing this as a way to hose your opponents, it's frequently going to be good enough. Quintorius on the wheel, might splash for that. Okay, there are some nice black and white cards here. I think Inquisition, my top pick. Murderous Cut's great, Seal Away would be okay, Kaya's decent, Seraph's fine, a 5-answer's fine. The thoughts, or rather the discard effects, I think are pretty fantastic. Especially Inquisition and Thoughtseize. I think those are the top 2. I'm going to wheel the Kaya, right? Yeah, let's take Inquisition here. Sedgemoor Witch is nice, Adanto Vanguard's great, Night Counselor, Conscripts, Drown is fine, March is good. This is a fantastic pack. I suppose I'm probably not going to end up with as enough instants and sorceries to make the Sedgemoor Witch the best. So it's either Adanto here or Night Counselor for me, and I like the Adanto Vanguard. When you're playing white, this is one of the best 2-drops you can get. Wandering Emperor is really good. There is a Rafine's Tower for another white-black duel. Remember, we passed Savai and that did not come back around, but I don't mind that. I'd rather just make sure I get the good Planeswalker.
Now you've done it. Hat's coming off.
Yeah, this looks nice. Oh, you know what we didn't get back? Lingering Souls. Yeah, whatever, I don't care about that card. What other good white-black cards are there in the cube? We have Unmaking, we passed Kaya. There's a Swarm Saboteur here. Ranger of Eos already has 2 hits. Soon's Intervention is always decent. I've been happy with this card, though. Oh man, Virus Beetle with Elesh Norn? I mean, I guess by that point, maybe they don't have that many cards in their hand, but making them discard 2 cards, potentially. You know what card has not been good? Or rather, I've never seen it in play, which I would say it's also not good, even though I've never seen it in play. Bitter Blossom. Even if you have it on turn 2 in cube, I don't think it's where you want to be, whereas Yawgmoth is kind of nuts. Thirst is good as well. There was big Elesh Norn in that pack too, right? Oh, History of Benalia is another really nice one. Actually, ooh. Esper Sentinel is one of the best 1-drops too, huh? What's better? I have 2 knights right now already. Who's a knight? Is Rankle a knight randomly? No. Vanguard's not. Wait, it says I have 2. Oh, I have Knight, but Dauntless Bodyguard, and I have Knight of the Ebon Legion. Okay. I don't think I'm going to wheel either of these white cards. So the question is, which one would I prefer to have? And I think the History. I think. We might wheel one of the black cards, but I don't expect Esper Sentinel to come back around. I'm probably not supposed to pass the fixing anymore. Or at least I should take it pretty high, even if it's one of those tapped tri-lands. Like God the Shrine, I expect I'm going to take over basically anything. What else? Chapel, yeah. I mean, I guess Chapel is not as good as Shrine, but I don't know. How many good things do we have for Paragon? Oh, there's Vanishing Verse. Exile target mono-colored permanent. Yeah, that seems good. Losing out on a Soul Servitude. I don't think I mind that. What were you hoping to wheel? Kaya, I think? What was that? Going to be 9th pick? 10th pick? So far in this Arena Cube, I'm up like 30,000 gold and about 4,000, or sorry, 1,000 gems. Yeah, there's Indatha Triumph. Okay, another white-black tap land. Because you have to remember, with you do get gems, or rather, you get rares if you get like 7 wins. And so, since I own all of the cards on Arena times 4, or most of them, anyways, it just turns into gems that way, which is kind of cool. Cut was a good pickup, obviously. Yeah, there might be one other person in white-black. Conscripts is a fine 1-drop. Turn it from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Activate only if a non-skeleton creature died under your control this turn. Brutality's okay. I don't know if I'm going to start that in the deck. If this was the other Metamorph, I can't remember the name of it now, I would probably... Oh, wait. Never mind. The other Metamorph is not Phyrexian mana. But it can copy any permanent. See, look at that Bitter Blossom. I'm not even going to try playing it. I just know it's bad. Oh, wait. Oh, confused myself for a second. We have Conscript, and now we're getting the Gutter Bones. Okay. And pack number 3. Some good stuff here. ECD's fantastic. Apparition's great. Bodyguard's fine. Preacher's pretty good. I actually like taking the Preacher here over Apparition. The 4 toughness on this has proven to be really fantastic. Another solid pack. We could take Liliana for the top end. That or the Eternal Wanderer both seem pretty good. Vran's not a bad 2-drop, and then we have both the Grasp and Ossification as 2-mana removal spells. Probably supposed to take a Planeswalker here.
I require servants. Your corpse will volunteer.
Thalia, Cruelty of Gix. Thalia's too strong, I think. So what are cards I am okay cutting? Yeah, looking at the deck, I think all of the cards here are actually fine. I mean, I don't think the 1-drops are like incredible or anything, but probably good enough. Yeah, we need to get that Godless Shrine first and foremost. Blood Crypt, but not Godless Shrine. There's a Jadar here. Lots of mana rocks. Jadar's good with what? Yawgmoth, Rankle, Bowstrider. Seems okay. Oh, man. Landing, Manatithe, and Maul of the Skyclaves are all so good, but I'm pretty sure Restless Fortress is what you have to take here. God, I want all 3 of those cards, but I need fixing more than I need playables because we have enough playables already. Let's see, how many things does Kellen trigger or reveal? Creature with mana value 3 or less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh yeah, that's plenty. Absence is a good removal spell. We didn't even turn into a good Elish Norn deck. Kind of sad. Oh my gosh, I randomly have the correct tri-land for the Kellen activation too, don't I? Trepid Adversary. I'm actually surprised we didn't get the Evangel. Maybe people are learning, or maybe it wasn't opened. I don't know. I feel like Swarm Saboteur is not what I want to be playing. Like, it's okay, but... Scrappy Scrounger for a sticky threat seems good over Go for the Throat. Gonna need to cut 3 or 4 cards here. What are my worst cards? I think Swarm Saboteur is one of them. What else can I cut? What's my removal looking like right now? Cut, Emperor. There's the Eternal Wanderer and Vran. Vran's also pretty good with some of the cards in our deck. Maybe I just don't run the Planeswalkers. I want the Maul too. Gosh. Ugh. Too many playables. A good problem to have. Alright, I can probably cut the Liliana then. I really feel like Elish Norn might not be good enough in this deck. And we just go low to the ground, black-white. How sad is that? Didn't I first pick Elish Norn? Wow, I think I'm cutting it. We need a couple more cuts here still. Pretty damn sad. I think I want all of those 2s. I think I want... Yeah, I don't think I want to cut any creatures. Maybe a 2-drop, maybe one of the 1-drops. We just cut the Gutterbone. Maybe I don't need Murderous Cut here. I guess maybe we don't need Scrounger. No, Scrounger seems good. It's got a lot of nice synergy, actually, with, like, Rankle, Yawgmoth, and stuff. Maybe I just cut the Cult Conscripts. Maybe I just cut both of the 1-drop black creatures that aren't Knight of the Ebon Legion. Alright, we'll go like that. Yeah, that looks fine. Color pairing I haven't done yet, so let's try this baby out and go to round 1 of this Arena Cube draft. Okay, round 1. Yeah, this hand's okay. Probably going to be playing the Adversary on turn 2 just as a piece of board presence. Ooh, turn 1 Mana Dork. Yeah, I'm going to Thoughtseize over Dauntless Bodyguard here. Oh, yikes. Well, that's a problem. Guess I'm going to take the 5 mana Vorinclex. They're going to be ramping out to prime time very quickly. I guess I'm going to wait on the on the bodyguard. Like, I don't mind trading my adversary for either of those because I don't think they want to do that anytime soon. Pfft, they ripped Chariot off the top. Man. Green deck on the play, and with a very good start. Let's get our Death Toucher online then. Jeez Louise. Gonna be turn 4 Titan. That is my experience with every single green deck. No joke. Either when I'm playing the green deck or when the opponent plays the green deck, it's just like they curve out so well. Cottage and a swamp, okay. I mean, I want to trade with Chariot, but I think I need to save it for their Primeval. That is a good help. Alright, well, I might as well do this since it's not getting better. Yeah. Yeah, their draw was incredible. Not much you can do about it.
I'm hungry. Won't you stay for dinner? Subservience will be rewarded.
This is one of those unforced losses, or forced losses. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about this. Alright, GG's. Even if we block the Chariot, we're just too far behind. And that's Magic Baby, as we say. Opponent simply curved out and stomped us. There was really no interaction. It was just, they did the thing, they did it really well. And now we're 0-1. Go to the next. That's a pretty good looking hand here for the next game, though. I'm going to go ahead and turn 1 Thoughtseize, since we only have a bunch of 2-drops. Okay, we're playing against Mono Red this time. Sheesh. That's really bad. Guess I'm going to take the Strangle. Ooh. I guess we want to play a tap land here so we can Thalia next turn. Glad I took the Strangle now. Hopefully they don't draw another burn spell quickly. We have the Jadar with Prankle, which will be really nice if we can get that going too. Alright, they're just going to go Disciple Pass. Woe Strider's pretty good here as well. So I guess I'm hoping they don't Seasoned Pyromancer this turn. Because if they do, they're going to get a bunch of tokens that they don't care about sacrificing. No, I guess they don't care about Channeler either, do they? Yeah. choose the full amount here. Oh my gosh, and like I said, we even have the 1 green source for Kellen now. Huh, they kept their Dragon Rage Channeler. Also, them discarding Lightning Strike and keeping the Pyromancer was extremely surprising. Wow. So their hand must suck. Land and Swift Spear, okay. Really? Man. Oh, incredible hits. I think we're going to block the Spell Spear here and not the Bolt Maker, but we're pretty far behind now. Sheesh. Disgusting. Man, and not hitting as a 4/4 is so bad for us too. Holy smokes. If we hit that as a 4/4, that might have bricked their entire team. Everything's going wrong this draft. Might have a quick 0-3 on our hands at this rate. Jump and go to 3, and then just die to any of the myriad number of bolts they have in their deck. I can animate the fortress, but... Ah. Maybe this is why you don't see black-white very frequently. Got nut drawn by green, got wrecked by red. Am I supposed to be running Murderous Cut? I don't think that would have particularly helped some of these games. You know what needs to happen? We need to find it again. We need to play against a control deck is what we need to do. Getting crushed by the reverse creature decks. Alright, 0-2. I certainly would not 0-3, and if I do, I'm retiring for at least 30 minutes. This hand looks completely reasonable. Blue-red land. Turn to Iconoclast. Let's get the underdog online first. I have a very bad feeling that I'm just going to lose to Iconoclast. Can't even Vanishing Verse it. It is 4 or more life on the knight. Sadly. Yeah, Rankle with Jadar hopefully can start eating through some of their stuff, but Iconoclast just making a bunch of tokens is rather annoying. Sure. No attacks at all, huh? Okay, that's fine. I think we're going to choose all modes here. Alright, both players discarded a land. We get to sacrifice our zombie. They sacrifice their crab, and then we get that zombie right back. Five mana pass. Alright, let's take a peek, see what's going on. I see. Repeal, Spell Pierce, Memory Deluge. So we need to take the Spell Pierce here, oddly. Do we? I guess taking Repeal works. Because they're just going to Memory Deluge then, right? Nice, they lose those 3 cards forever. Wait, do they? What's the wording on Electrostatics? This turn, yeah. Those are gone forever now. Yes. Don't need the burst anymore. They might discard their Spell Pierce too. No, they discarded land, okay. So I can either underdog at end of turn just to draw an extra card, or I can keep holding Open Wandering Emperor. Because they might need to tap out here. Or I would not be surprised to see the Spell Pierce discarded at this point. Yep, exactly. Along with a Malevolent Hermit. We're just gonna run out the Geist. Okay, that works.
I've learned much during my travels. Let your
Pretty good
blade
draw.
do the talking. Strike fast and strike hard.
Keep the pressure up. Discard and then draw. We can play the land out with Sarah Paragon if we want. It's pretty good too. Yeah, that's probably better. Let's go Yagi here, and then end of turn we're going to make that zombie and immediately sacrifice it and kill the Iconoclast. Good. Alright. Can it be? Are we about to win a match? No, 0-3. All right. Now we simply win 6 more from here, and we ride off into the sunset, happy. On the play, hand is alright. I might actually play Kellen on turn 2 instead of Adanto Vanguard and try to start drawing extra cards that way, because we do have quite a few hits for Kellen in the deck, being on the play. Yeah, I kind of dig that. Let's go turn 2 Kellen instead of Adanto. Especially since we want to find a second white source for Emperor here. Punished. Oh, that's a good draw. Okay, let's do that. Inquisition plus Adanto. Gonna take that Crucius for sure. Notably, they have a Vraska's Contempt, which can just deal with the Vanguard if they can find another black source. Their hand's actually really bad. They might even just Thirst this turn instead of Power Stoning. Oh, they found the swamp? Annoying. Okay. I mean, obviously not unlikely if they're running a bunch of basics. Plains here, please. It is a Plains. I think I just run this out. Ah, they get to Golos now too? Come on, dude. Kind of unfortunate for us. Ah. We're completely bricked by a 3-5. I should hold the land in my hand for Rankle. Pretty freaking gross, but what can you do? Besides cry and scream and kick. Oh my god, they hit Vanishing Verse, didn't they? They totally did.
I hope you're ready to lose. Show them how we greet our enemies.
This is so miserable.
I have got new moves to
They're gonna block, I'm gonna pay 4 life, and then they're going to, Wait, does that first strike now? Yeah, it has first strike, never mind, I don't even need to. No? Okay. So what did they take off of that? It's a castable spell, whatever it is. I guess we just trade for the Gonti.
You're going to rest in pieces.
We're so far behind. They have 3 different lands they can turn into creature. They have the card they stole from me. They have Thirst for Discovery, Power Stone, and 1 unknown. Criminy. I guess when it rains, it pours. I could exile Golos, but this makes Adanto a 2-turn clock. What is my best possible draw? Oh, a non-token! Sacrifices... Oh, wait, I can sacrifice the Emperor. Never mind. That was actually fine, because Emperor was dying anyways. Yeah, I actually don't have, like, a great card advantage draw. Do we kill the Sholdred here? I guess we kill the Sholdred instead of the Paragon. Oh, sure. They ripped. Okay. It's not the worst case scenario. I guess maybe they get greedy with Paragon and attack, and then I rip Maul of the Skyclaves to give Adanto flying. Stranger things have happened. Alright, there's the Paragon attack. All of the Skyclaves one time. Interesting. I guess they have another counter. No? Maybe they're just going to animate a land? They have to have something here. We would rather kill the Golos, I think. Because Skitter they could just get back with Paragon anyways. Oh, they're gonna go to 1? My god. You mad Chad player. That would be hilarious if Yawgmoth won because we could give protection, or because it has protection from humans. That's fine. Shoulder is menace or something, right? Yeah. I got nothing. Maybe they smell blood and they can go for lethal here? Targeting Yawgmoth, I guess. Wait, targeting the token? Can I kill the Fairy Mastermind? Yeah, and then block Skitter? What's going on? I go to 1 if they attack with everything. If they do attack with everything, I can't activate Yawgmoth's ability, though. Oh, I guess, duh, this makes sense, too. There's no point to attack with Skitter, so this puts me to 1. We're so close. Oh my gosh. If I had one more life, I'd win. Because this is a human. I'm so close. That's incredible. I'm one off, and there's no way I can survive here, right? Alright, GG's. Oh, well, maybe this is why we don't try white-black. Maybe this is why we don't try new things, because we just got stomped in way too many games. My god. 1 and 3 is not a common happenstance for me in Cube. But here we are, so I think we'll put the white-black down, and maybe we won't draft that again. Thanks for watching, friends. We'll see you back tomorrow for some more Cube action, and like I said, we've got Murders at Karlov Manor a few days away, so excited for that. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.